Welcome. How do you get your child to eat a healthy variety? This was a question asked by one of my very close friends who I actually reconnected with recently after many years, and she has had a child, a 5-year-old. And she was asking me my insight on how can she get more variety in what her child consumes. Now he's just starting school, so he's going to be having his little packed lunchbox, maybe going on to school dinners. But she's struggling to get him to have variety, or she's concerned, should I say, with is he having enough variety? Now, often with children it can be really hard to get them to try new things. Different kids have different habits, different textures and tastes that they like, pressure of advertising, and different foods that they want that may not be of the healthiest variety, to say the least. Yeah, so how do you get your child to eat more healthy? The first thing I would say that could be the most effective is to let the child participate in the actual process of making and choosing the food. And how you can optimize this to make it more healthy is make the choices of food healthier. So give them an option of all different types of vegetables and fruits, yeah, and let them choose which ones they're attracted to most, which ones would they like to eat. Yeah. Then play around with it. Can they mix a couple of them together? Can they cook with you? Can they watch you cook? The more participation they have in the process, the more willing they will want to consume the food. Because they're a bit more connected to it, they're a bit more in tune with it. Rather than being given something and just saying this is what you're going to eat, it can feel like a forced decision. And when you're a child, you don't want so much force, because you're looking, especially when you get 5 to 10, yeah, from 0 to 5 you've been dependent. Now from 5 to 10 you're starting to get this independence, this crave, yeah, to want to be your own person, to want to learn, to absorb, to change and to choose, to make choices. So letting them make choices will empower them, that you've got confidence in them. It will give them encouragement. You're letting them make a decision. It will bring you closer together through the bonding act of actually discovering foods. When you next go to the supermarket, maybe walk down the vegetable aisle or the fruit aisle and let them pick something random. A challenge I like to do for myself every time I go to a vegetable market or to the store, that when I'm in the vegetable section, fruits as well, is I look for something I've never had. I look for something that maybe looks a little different, a little weird, and I'm like, I want to try that, find out what it is. Sometimes I will get something and cook it randomly and it goes all wrong. Sometimes I will research it and look for a recipe. There's plenty of content online to find recipes and ideas on how to prep food. So don't be scared, don't hesitate, try different foods. And like I said, stick to foods that don't have a label. Another thing I would recommend, because this works personally for me and it's something I recommend to most of my clients, is when you buy food, to check the label. Not for protein, not for carbohydrates, not for fat, but the ingredients within the list that's on a packet, if it is a packet food. Yeah? Look for preservatives. If there's a preservative in the food, this means the food has been modified to make it last longer on the shelf. And this goes against your bacteria within your gut. Everyone's gut's full of bacteria. Many children are eating products that have lots of preservatives, lots of harmful things to their bacteria. Yeah, so for example, if you're eating a piece of bread and it takes weeks or months to even go out of date, yeah, and sometimes it doesn't even go moldy anymore. When I was a child, food went moldy quick, especially bread. Bread's made up of 5 core ingredients. Next time you buy bread, check the label. How many ingredients is there? Last time I checked, I counted 25 ingredients. So what's the other 20 for? Yeah? Enhance the taste. Modify the texture to make it soft and spongy, to make it appealing. And to give it a longer shelf life so it can last on the shelf in the store for longer. And then when you get home, on your shelf, so it can last for longer. However, these have effects afterwards. These can inhibit your bacteria flora, the way the gut bacteria, your immune system, everything in there has an ecosystem that needs to thrive. It can knock this out of balance. It's a potential. Like I said, just think of it. Is it possible that eating something that's made to impact bacteria's behavior and bacteria's growth, is it going to impact the bacteria within you? And is that going to have a repercussion on your health and your lifestyle and your well-being? So I hope this short video gave you some insight in how to get your child to eat a variety, to give them choice, yeah, to let them choose foods, and you create the selection of healthy foods. And I recommend foods without preservatives, vegetables and fruits. Yeah, so try and pick them foods, give them a little list to pick from. It again, if the more they can see, the more they can touch, the better. So if you laid out on your table some broccoli, some cabbage, a banana, an apple, and what other foods are there, the different types of foods, lay them out and say, what do you want to have for lunch tomorrow? Pick one. Alright, what recipe can we make from that? Here's some seasonings. Have you ever cooked with seasonings? Let them try and taste and cook with you. Experiment, play, make it a game. Make it something you could do once a week, maybe on a Sunday night to prep something for Monday, for their first day at school. So they could be excited to try what they made and what they contributed to. Yeah, and they have that freedom of choice and they'll feel empowered. They'll feel connected with you, they'll bond. Yeah, so let me know if that helps. Drop a comment. If you have any more questions, let me know. Like I said, I created this channel for you, so I am making the content that you want to see. So this was a requested video. So if you have a request, drop it in the comments and I'll be sure to make a video for you. Have a beautiful day, and if you like this, hit the like button. It really helps. It lets me know that you enjoyed this content, and I'll make more content around children and their health and lifestyle and well-being. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you're a parent, just one more quick thing, maybe you don't get good quality sleep. Yeah, children can really impact your sleep. So check this video out on 3 tips to have a better quality of sleep without necessarily upping the quantity. If you don't get enough hours sleep, this video will really help you optimize your sleep. Very simple 3 steps for a simple good night's sleep.